Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver now before the snap. The shotgun running play call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Ball handed off. The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Catch made on the right side.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Back to pass. It's Flores. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage as the drive keeps going.
Boy, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense moving to a bunch formation. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. But Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Flores. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Tailback takes the handoff again. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Flores. That pass is caught. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. It's Flores. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second inches.
Now it's second down here. Takes the handoff again. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. One problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now here.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Point after makes it a 15-point game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they can kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. Quick throw to the left. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
He'll avoid the big hit with a slide. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Defense is coming after him. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Going after, up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers making some adjustments now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down after that running play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, impressive spin there. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. First and 10 play coming up. The back's got it. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments, and the result is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Off target and incomplete. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs.
Come on, set. Ready.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got it probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
To throw, it's Flores. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Let's bring up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter, a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you get the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you see your victory.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled, but 1st down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So a field goal attempt coming up now. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fielded up near the 25. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Flores. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick completion to the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff running right. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Can he make it to the marker? That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Love to see this with a lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line and your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the offense just takes a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.